Happy holidays. It's time for a special edition of the waffling. So, to start off with, I'm sure you're wondering what I'm eating. Hey, Penny. My dog is here begging, so we've got just really easy going chocolate chip waffles. It was just Thanksgiving, so we don't need to overdo it. I am still digesting the carbs from that. Drinking, I have just a delightful rosé cider, because I'm that pretentious. So our syrup, for some reason, my husband bought this. I can't even imagine, like, unless this was 1 cent, I can't imagine that this packaging is worth it. It's so stupid. This little thing comes out and you just, stupid. Okay, I gotta get it in every little crevice. Every waffle square needs syrup. That is how baby Jesus wants it. First bite. I'm sure it's gonna be good. There's no need for suspense. Oh, I'm kidding, it's great. As is tradition with the waffling, not only do you watch me eat like some weird fetish, but I also waffle on topics. And because it's holidays, and I'm wearing this dumbass sweater, we're gonna waffle on holiday themes. First one, let's see. Ooh, that's a good one. Racist uncles. There's not a whole lot to waffle on with racist uncles because it's like, everyone has one, it's not your fault, that sort of thing. There's really no point in like telling them to stop being racist. I mean, you can if you want, if it feels good. You probably should, like ethically and morally or whatever, you're probably obligated to point out racism. But they're racist. What I do not understand though is racist aunts. Like, who hurt you? Oh man, I am zooming through these waffles. I guess I was hungry, so I should probably keep going with these topics. Oh man, gotta slow down and get drunk. All right, mall Santas. We're all in agreement they're pedophiles, right? I mean, they probably aren't. I assume there's a thorough background check, but then again, I assume that about Catholic priests. Ooh. Do you think there are like mall Santa recruiters? Like maybe some people don't realize their full Santa potential, and the recruiter comes up to them and is like, hey, you could just kind of grow this on a little, get a little of this going on, put on a little hat, and you could have children sit in your lap for money. I lit the candles for you guys because I wanted it to be romantic, make you feel in the holiday spirit while I talk about pedophiles. Next topic, white elephant. White elephant is this thing that some of your friends will demand you do, where you do a gift exchange, but it's like everything's kind of crappy, and then you add in like a really competitive element so that you really just amp up people's drive to screw each other for the best present. Obviously, I love it. I think that just really making enemies over the holidays is what it's for. Otherwise, why would we structure literally everything the way we do if not to create enemies of the people we love? Personally, I just kind of assume that, over enough time, I'm going to alienate everyone I love anyway. So I might as well get like a sweet set of bath bombs or something out of it. Halfway done with this waffle. I think it needs a little more of this stupid ass syrup container. Ugh, I hate it. Like, what is this, a canteen? I'm gonna take it on the road. Actually. Okay, next topic. Christmas carols. No, I'm gonna shock a lot of you guys when I say this. In general, I don't like Christmas carols. And that's not the shocking part. That should be obvious, just if you know me. But I actually like the traditional ones a lot better than the modern ones. The modern ones are obnoxious and make me want to kill myself, which is not super Christmas spirity. Kind of a Good Friday spirit, if you think about it. I swear I wasn't planning on being this sacrilegious, but you get me talking about the holidays, and I just like to ruin them. The one exception of Christmas song that I kind of like, that's like newer, I guess, is Let It Snow. I like that one. No. Is it public domain? I don't know. No one's gonna see me. Oh God, I don't know the words. The hippopotamus one can die a very painful death. The hippopotamus for Christmas thing is terrible. Oh, come all ye faithful. I like those. Those are fun. I want my Christmas carols to like just be really focused on the details. Like, I want to know how long Mary's labor was. I want to know what those kings were thinking. I want to know if Joseph was like, you really shouldn't come in here. It smells terrible. I would be remiss if I didn't mention other holidays, because I did say happy holidays, and it's a holiday themed one. And I'm really harping on Christmas, but only because it's the easiest target. Like, I don't know much about Hanukkah, but every Jew I've ever met is just kind of so-so on all the holidays. Like, even Hanukkah, they're like, oh, 8 days, 8 presents, great. Because it all just means, like, it's all based off of, like, an individual time when someone was trying to murder all of them, which is a weird thing to celebrate, but if you think about it, no, it's still weird. I just like Yule because it really lends itself to puns. Like, I think every Yule card, which they don't make because nobody cares, should just say, you'll be sorry. It should just be a threat. I don't know why people are feeling so threatening on Yule, but just, you'll be sorry. I like it. I'm going to make those. I'm not going to make those. I do want to go back to the mall Santa thing because there's probably a union or something, and I probably just got on the wrong side of them by implying that they're all pedophiles. Although I did mention that they probably have very extensive background checks. So there's already like a lot of weird stuff with Santa. Like, obviously he comes down your chimney, he breaks into your home, which is, weird. He leaves presents, which is great though, because normally break-ins do not involve leaving something. They involve taking something, and so you want them to leave something, like they come and leave you a present, as long as it's not like, I don't know, a bomb or like an envelope with anthrax. I don't know, do people send that anymore? Is that kind of out of style? Santa has a lot of weird traditions already, and so I want to know who was the first one that was like, I bet we could make it a tradition that every child in America goes and sits on an old man's lap and tells him their deepest desires. And all the parents will be totally fine with that. But please, mall Santas, do not slap me with a lawsuit or anything. I don't mean to offend. That's kind of what you do, offend, sexually offend. So if you notice, I'm a little bit hoarse right now because it's December, so I'm allergic to just it. I'm allergic to a lot about Christmas, and this will also not surprise you, and maybe it'll explain a little bit about me and why I'm, oh God, so gassy? No, being sacrilegious, and that is I'm allergic to Christmas trees. We learned that when I was a kid because I got pneumonia over Christmas from a Christmas tree, and then I lost faith in God. If I had to pick between being Scrooge or the Grinch, I think I would pick Scrooge because he was rich. I mean, they both come around in the end, but definitely Scrooge is still really rich in the end. The Grinch never really had anything, so I kind of get like why he's upset and doesn't like the holidays because they're very expensive. They're very expensive. But like Scrooge, he just kind of thinks it's stupid and he's like stingy and whatever. Sure, okay, yeah. But he is rich, and then at the end he like gives people like a Christmas ham or something and gives them like a little bit of a bonus so they can pay their little shack mortgage. And guess what? He's still rich at the end. He is rich AF. And now everyone loves him and he's rich. So take note, Bill Gates. This is actually exactly what he's been doing. I've been talking too much and I haven't been eating. Okay, last bite. Oh. For all this time, last bite. And I think I used to do something at the end of these videos, some sort of call to action, but I really don't remember and I really don't care. So I write books, you should follow them. No, read them, Claire. You should, God damn it. Okay, So last bite, I haven't put in my mouth because I keep fucking this up. I probably shouldn't say that. It's Christmas. It's a holiday thing. I probably shouldn't say fuck. All right, last bite, and I will. How did I end these? I don't remember. I haven't watched it. No one has. So that's a good thing that I'm spending my evening doing another one of these. Anyway, I should probably take this last bite, huh? I should probably just shove this in my stupid mouth. Happy holidays. Go spend all your money on stuff. That was what Mary said when she was giving birth. Is I hope a lot of people spend money because of this. Bye.